Now, my next question, Doctor, once again related to the development of technology, IT and so on. Now, when we use all these modern methods in taking off the time consumed by a customer, the long hours of waiting and making the customer's transaction much more easier and convenient, a very common thing that we hear in many of our local banks is that when you go to specially get a facility, the answer is always more or less referred to head office. Now, with this, with the technological developments, how have you empowered your staff, especially down the line where they interact with the customers? How have you given them authority? How have you empowered? Do you have you taken any measures to take off this red tape from Bank of Ceylon?
Yeah, you know, Bank of Ceylon is a giant. It's a large organization. So now what we have done is we know this problem, and sometimes people say that for their convenience. The customer says, where is my loan, or what's happening, that then all they say that now it's sent to head office. So, but now what we have done is when some of the powers of our general manager, from top down now, are delegated to some of the deputy general managers, and their authority levels have been increased. Their approval limits have been increased. So likewise it goes down to the assistant general managers and to the areas and to the branches. So that we want to do is give them more flexibility, and also today is the computer era, so all the information is channeled online to the head office. So if the people are interested, or the interested area, they can monitor that through the computer. So most of the things now we are downloading and making the officers at the ground level make more decisions and give them more authority, but with supervision. So we had the district level supervision, the provincial level supervision, and not only supervision, support. So I think that way we have cut down the time. Now for some of the loans, it has been taking weeks and months. Now we are bringing it down to the level, some loans, some types of loans, like a week is our target. So early days it was taking much more time. So, but if the persons who comes to deal with the bank, they are also aware what the bank requires. We have a checklist. For any, for example, housing loan, you say get the copy of a deed, the real deed, and then street line to, I don't know, all what we ask. Then the valuations. So all these things, if the customer is done, it's a matter of few days that we can grant the loan.
That's right. Doctor, we're talking about on the topic of talking about lending, with this problem with that. But when it comes to as a nation, when it comes to the habit of savings, what is the savings ratio in comparison to the GDP in Sri Lanka now? And are you happy with the savings ratio in Sri Lanka?
Actually, again, we have big plans, and we have been doing that for the last few years. Going around the country to inculcate the savings habit to young people. Now savings, as I know, the limits are around 20% in Sri Lanka. So now that percentage is not good enough. If we are talking about 4,000 per US dollar per capita income in 2014, or going controlling, now the inflation is also controlled. If we want to grow, savings have to come. So I think we need to go now. I mentioned earlier, Dr. Mahathir was saying Malaysia, they didn't have to worry about IMF dictating terms, because they had about 40% savings at that time. Average countries, actually more than 40%. Just imagine that if we have that kind of savings, how strong the country would be, and it would be very easy for the president to do his financial decisions. So I think we all banks have to make sure that we all work towards that, and to somehow get people to inculcate that habit from the child onwards.
Because it's no longer a benefit to yourself, but it's a benefit for the entire nation. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Not only to the Bank of Ceylon or anything, or to the person who is depositing. Definitely the person who deposits and the bank all get benefit, and the country also get benefit. But if you have massive savings base, we can leverage that to do many things.
Doctor, talking about the savings habit now, what is the product portfolio like with Bank of Ceylon? I've seen recently you have come up with a new retirement plan account which is called Infinity. Is this one of the first introduced in Sri Lanka? What's so unique about this Infinity account?
No, actually this is the first time it has been introduced at this scale. Now, Dr. Santan, if you look at it, about 84% of the people of Sri Lanka doesn't have a pension. They don't get a pension. So now the public servants, the government employees or bank employees, all are enjoying good retirement benefits. But there are lots of other people. If you look at the smaller trades, fishermen or the tea pluckers, or some of them may have a provident fund but not a pension. Right, and then lots of allied trades we have. Private sector, lots of companies don't have any pension scheme. They have a provident fund. Right, and then when they, many stories we have heard, when they come to the retirement age, when they want to draw their provident fund, they might draw it in full, and then they have children, and then children's demands are there. So sometimes their children's demands are the ones the provider will meet, but not his or her own requirements. So as you get older only, you need more money.
And you have very well understood and studied the...
Yes, and then also we have about 1.8 million workers abroad. Now they are the ones we talked earlier about inward remittance. So those are the ones who really send the money to Sri Lanka. And people like Bank of Ceylon, their remittance was so important because we support the government. Now if you say bring in petroleum, we 100% handle that petroleum imports. Right, and likewise for pharmaceuticals or fertilizer or any other thing. So we need that dollar, hard-earned dollar of our employees. So in return, now for them, what we decided also, now we have this product, the Infinity, we have different people that we can cater to, even the expat workers. So we have structured in such a manner that they can pay monthly or they can pay in lump sum, they can pay monthly and lump sum and then increase. So only way that we structure this product is, what do you think you need when you retire, say at the age of 55 or 60, how much money would you need? So if you say 10,000 is enough or 25,000, you work backwards. So your age is an important factor, and that is because number of months that you can repay. So combination of these things, what your requirement, we have the solution.
Excellent.
Right, so then now already we have launched it about a month now, fairly, I think 4,000, 8,000 these accounts have been sold. I heard like next month we'll be paying the first pension also, because some people have paid lump sum, where you can pay up to even 60 years old.
Right.
But naturally you have to pay a large
amount. Obviously,
right. So, but some people, now they say average people will live till about 80. But then if you live more than 80, you should live till 90. So this scheme also not only supports you and your spouse or your nominated person. And so this scheme I think is very, very good.
It's a very straightforward, simple to understand scheme.
Very simple to understand.
And very beneficial.
And done by Bank of Ceylon, so people don't have to worry about anything. And it's sure, so it's a good thing.